Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm just going to be doing a talking head video discussing an issue that I was having with my main gaming rig and editing rig that I pretty much use for everything to run this channel, and it was presenting some symptoms that you honestly wouldn't have associated with what ended up being the issue, which was a failed mechanical hard drive, a backup drive, obviously, not my main SSD drive or any other SSDs in the system, but because the symptoms that were presenting were a little odd, and then I later found out that this is actually something to do with Gigabyte Motherboard. So if you happen to have a Gigabyte Motherboard and you ever have a failed mechanical hard drive, you might want to stay tuned to listen to this video because you might not be your first guess as to what's actually going on with the system. But first, today's video is brought to you by Prime Tech Mart, where you can grab software products like Windows 10 Pro licenses for extremely cheap. They've also got Office products and Vizio, as well as many more. You can save a lot of money on these keys with something like Windows 10 Pro. You can grab for just $21.43. It's a lifetime activation, so you don't ever need to renew it. You don't need to create an account with them in order to be able to buy it, and you get your key in just a matter of seconds. And if you hit up the links down in the description below and you want to save yourself an additional 20% off of any software over there, just go ahead and use my code JP20 at checkout, apply that, and it'll drop down 20%. So here on Windows 10 Pro for $21, we drop that down to $17, and you're fully activated for life. For more information, check out those links down in the description below along with the coupon code. So like I said, I ended up having a failed mechanical hard drive, which I bought back in November of 2015, according to Amazon. It was a HGST DeskStar NAS 3.5-inch mechanical hard drive, 7200 RPM. HGST NAS drives are actually some of the best drives out there and have the lowest failure rate. So I was actually quite surprised that this was the drive that died in my system. And I said it because I actually thought it was a different mechanical drive, my 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, which I've had since like 2012, 2013, something like that, ever since I did my first ever PC build on this YouTube channel with a GTX 680. So it was way back, like one of the earliest things I've ever done on this channel was a build with that 1 terabyte mechanical drive, which is still kicking. And it's been in my main systems ever since then. I've always used it. Just initially, I had it for games and stuff, but then when SSDs became cheaper, but I digress. The thing's still kicking. Good on you, Seagate Barracuda. I might get a Seagate just to replace the drive that died here. So it was odd that my PC wouldn't boot because of a dead mechanical hard drive, especially when it's a backup drive. It's not the main drive, of course, so if it's a backup drive, you would think Windows would just still boot up, but then the drive wouldn't be detected if it was dead, or maybe you would get a notification or something along those lines. So the fact that my PC wouldn't boot into Windows at all, even when I was able to get into the BIOS and go and do a boot override and try to boot right into my main C drive, which is a 1 terabyte NVMe, by Crucial, I would try to force boot into that, but then I would get the Windows screen and it would just spin and spin and spin and do nothing, and then eventually I would get a black screen on both of my screens. And then sometimes it would boot up and it would say it was preparing repair service or whatever, trying to repair Windows, and again it would spin and spin and spin, and then I would get black screens. So no matter what I did trying to force it, I could not get into Windows at all. Now, thankfully, leading up to this, I had been noticing some odd behavior from my mechanical hard drive in the last, I would say, month or two, most notably when using Shadow Play, which is really primarily what I use this drive for, other than backup and archiving B-roll footage and completed videos that I've done, like reviews and stuff like that. I don't keep, stuff from news videos like this, or not like this, but usual news videos, but when I do reviews for like graphics cards, CPUs and stuff, I will keep all the B-roll from that, the full 4K render. I'll keep all my any gameplay comparisons I do side by sides with it. I'll keep all of that stuff. So all that stuff is gone now, and I'll have to try to go through a data recovery or something like that in order to get the data back. So I know I can get it back. It's just going to take a little time and probably a little bit of money. Let's be perfectly honest. But yeah, so I couldn't boot into Windows at all, as I said, and the issues I was seeing with Shadow Play is I would be recording, and sometimes it would just cut off. Like I would start recording a game or my desktop, and it would just say recording has been saved. And I'm just like, what do you mean it's been saved? I'm still trying to record here. It just cut off, and the drive wasn't full. It wasn't anywhere near full. So it was, like I said, I was seeing these issues. So I started to think, maybe the drive's going, and I started recording over to an SSD instead of that mechanical drive. And then the issue, went away, and then I put it back to the mechanical drive about a week or so ago, and I had the same exact issues again. And then yesterday, while I was recording to that drive, actually, my desktop, during the video I did on Austin Evans, it cut off in the middle of recording. So I was like, I can't deal with this right now. I'm literally in the middle of recording a video, like halfway through it. So actively recording while my camera was still going, I switched Shadowplay over to my H drive, which is an SSD, and then finished recording the video. And I was like, okay, now that I'm done recording, let me deal with this. I tried to get the footage, actually, the initial Shadowplay recording from the first half of the video from the mechanical drive, but I couldn't get it because it wasn't seeing the drive. So I was like, okay, let me reboot, and then maybe the drive will reinitialize or something, whatever. But that's when the system would not turn back on. I had already had my PC up and running. I pretty much never turn my PC off unless I'm going out of town or there's an update, I'll reboot it. Otherwise, my computer runs 24/7. I never turn it off. So I rebooted the system, and it just wouldn't go. It just would get to the American Megatrends BIOS screen for my Gigabyte motherboard, which is the Z390 Aorus Master, and it would just sit there and couldn't do anything. And like I said, thankfully I had been paying attention to those issues I was having with Shadowplay, so I immediately knew, like, okay, it has to be the hard drive. The hard drive disconnected while I was using it, but it doesn't make any sense that I can't boot into Windows, even forcing it with a boot override. It doesn't really make any sense. I should still be able to boot into Windows and just have the drive not show up, and that just wasn't the case. And after Googling around and talking to a buddy we were doing a face cam on WhatsApp or whatever while I was, troubleshooting this, and saw that, other people with Gigabyte motherboards were having the same exact issue. And someone even replied to me over on Twitter, which I forgot to pull this up beforehand, but I'm going to go find it now so I can read it to you directly, what he said. So yeah, the user's name was Jace DeFace over on Twitter. He had replied to me when I tweeted out about the issues I was having. He said, "Had this happen to my son's PC recently, Windows 10 installed on SSD would no longer boot, wouldn't finish loading the Windows Prepare tools or install shit from a USB until I unplugged the 2TB HDD. Had nothing to do with Windows, 2TB was dead, but rest made no sense." So I replied back to him, I was like, by chance, were you running a Gigabyte motherboard? He was like, yep, it was a Gigabyte. I forget the full model. It's bloody old now. It's basically my old system with an i7-920. So older motherboard, obviously, a lot older than what I'm using, a Z390 Aorus Master, but a Gigabyte board nonetheless. So it seems like I said, I think I mentioned this at the start, it seems like these boards have some type of a feature or a flaw or whatever, where if you have any other drives in the system go, it just won't boot into Windows at all. It's like it's searching for it, and even though it's not the drive isn't necessary for Windows to functionally operate, it just doesn't work. And it's kind of a weird thing to have, and I don't really understand it, but I'm glad that I got it resolved now. So that's what I wanted to talk about, and to resolve it, I literally just disconnected the cable. The hard drive is actually still in my system, but the plugs are on the backside, so thankfully I didn't even have to open up my system. I just popped off the side panel with the rig off, obviously, and I disconnected the SATA cable from the mechanical drive that was giving me the issues, closed it back up, and instantly booted right into Windows like there was no issues. Obviously, the drive doesn't show up now because it's not connected, and I tried reconnecting it, tried reseating the cable, thought, maybe the cable's loose. It could potentially also be a bad cable, maybe. That's something I still do need to look at, honestly. But the end result is still kind of the same with the whole Gigabyte motherboard thing and it not booting, whether it's the hard drive or the cable. It was just an odd behavior, and I feel like for most people, if they had shut down their PC and then, didn't see the drive disconnect like I did, which I was very fortunate to have seen happen, they probably would have never thought to go look at a secondary mechanical hard drive on their system that's not even really used that often except for maybe recording, and one that's really should not be dying after just about 5 to 6 years right now, especially for a better one. I mean, yeah, it can happen. Mechanical drives can go at any time, but one of these higher rated ones like this, I honestly expected it to last a little longer, so I'm a bit disappointed with that. But again, go Seagate Barracuda, like 8 or 9 years still running and going to this day, as basically as a seed box, basically seeding shit up. So That's all I've got for you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hope you enjoyed this little tale of my PC hardware issue and how I eventually resolved it. If you have a Gigabyte motherboard, any type of Gigabyte motherboard, and your PC ever doesn't boot, you may want to look at your hard drives first before you resort to doing anything else, because it's apparently a feature on Gigabyte stuff. Almost as good as an exploding power supply. Kidding. It's not that bad. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao.